here. I was going to be reviewing movie Jetstorm, but when I discussed it at one place, it was met with a resounding nobody cares. So we're just going to put him aside for a little while. What we're going to do is, it's been about probably 10 months since I started reviewing the Cybertron Defense Force. So let's go ahead and knock some more of that out. This is, of course, Cybertron Hotshot. Take his gun off for a moment so you can see it. I've heard different cars that it's supposed to be based off of, and the one that it looks like the most to me is a Cadillac Scene, which was a concept car. It was never produced, but it was an awesome looking car. There will be, before I forget to say this, there will be a Walmart exclusive repaint of this figure coming out shortly. It is going to be a white car with, from the headlights back, 2 dark blue racing stripes coming down the side. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll put it in the information for this video. This is what he turned into after he got killed by Galvatron, or almost killed. It's some sort of large armored truck. It's not a striker. Let's go ahead and just start the transformation on this guy with the original version. What you're going to do to start the transformation is just take the doors and pivot them to the outside, and you see the wheels follow. The next thing you want to do is take and pop up the canopy. And I want to point this out. The canopy, there is a modification you can make. I've seen it. It looks good. To where the glass picks up, but the interior stays. To where he has pretty much the same look as the G1 Hot Rod. But you can ruin your figure like that. So what I'm probably going to do is pick up the repaint and try modifying that. And if it doesn't work, just leave him in robot mode. Next thing you're going to do is just pull this back. You have to pull from the center of the spoiler. This right here doesn't move. Well, not back at least. Once you've got all this separated, you take and turn this around. And now you're ready to expose the head. Just take and pull this apart, and that's going to expose his head. Flip his feet out, and you have Cybertron Hotshot completely transformed right here. And the only reason he's acting back heavy is because I'm trying to lean him back to where he catches some light. To transform the Cybertron Defense Force Hotshot, gotta take a breath after that one. What you do is, no wait, actually he'd be the Cybertron Defense Force Hotshot. But anyway, it's his gimmick in this mode, and that is, you put the cyber key in from the back, and these missile racks pop open out of his cannons. But that's not all. Flip open his bumper, and he has 2 machine guns plus 8 more missile hardpoints. So you have a total of 24 missiles that can be launched in this mode. Not literally, just, you know, just saying if they were launching missiles, all of them, it would be 24 of them. What you're going to do to start this guy's transformation is take and just pull the rear half of the vehicle straight back. And that's going to pivot everything kind of down. Once you got it there, just pull it a little bit more, and that's going to expose his knees, and then you can spread his legs. Now, right here in between, there is storage for, he has a melee weapon. His feet are these black lumps on the back. Just take and move those about that far, and his feet are in position. The next thing you're going to do is take this right here and just split this clear down the middle of his thing, and then his head flips down, his wrists pull out, and that is all she wrote. He is transformed. So like I said, he's got a knife. Oh, this right here. You have to also pivot this up, and you can either leave it pointing up, which looks alright, but you know, the one thing that makes every robot better is, of course, shoulder cannons. You know, can't beat that. So anyway, he's got this knife, which, you know, you can put it in his hand like that, and he holds it like a regular knife. or it can also fit into a hole in the end of his arm, so I guess it's like a switchblade, like a Wolverine thing or something. So anyway, but he's got big cannons, and there's not much you can do with the knife except look cool. So let's recap. You have 16 missiles right here in with his key gimmick, and that's a pretty good little bit of missiles, hard points. I think that I forget just how many Scattershot has, but let's just get completely ridiculous with this, shall we? You flip down these panels on his shoulders right here, and each shoulder has an additional 15 molded in missiles. But let's get a little crazier with it. Down here in his shins, they have these panels. These you push in one side and they rotate down. And in each shin there's an additional 14 missiles. But remember, there's also some missiles in his shoulders. So each shoulder has an additional 4 missiles in the top that I guess would be indirect fire, just, you know, death from above or something. So, grand total of 82 molded in missiles on this guy. Plus his knife, plus the machine guns in his shoulders, plus the cannons. And did I mention the knife? You know, fear the knife. But this guy is a great figure. I mean, there's only been one repaint of this guy, and that was a BotCon exclusive, I think, Springer. But this right here is a good figure. Definitely. If you into Cybertron, get this figure. In fact, get all 3 of the Cybertron Defense Force, because they're all good figures. Red Alert would probably be the weakest one, and I'll show you why whenever I finally get around to reviewing him. Now, the regular version of Hotshot, I was not planning on collecting Cybertron figures until I saw this figure. This figure was what made me think, wow, this line is going to be something good. So, all I can blame is him. Let's see, how much time do I have? Okay, I got a little time left. So anyway, the only thing that these 2 figures are lacking in would normally be a deal breaker for me, and that is articulation. But they both look so good as they are that you don't have to do much with them for them to look good on a shelf. I mean, give this guy his knife, pose him just a little bit, and he's, you know, he's there. He looks good. This guy right here, I forgot to give him his gun, and forgot to activate his key gimmick. I don't care for his key gimmick in his car mode because it doesn't do all that much. But in robot mode, you pop this in, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but he has 2 little wings that pop out, some clear energon wings, and it really does make this look more like a Hot Rod figure than Hotshot. Definitely, if you don't have this figure and you're not a fan of the baby blue, wait for the repaint. If you don't like white and you'd rather have a blue, get this one. But either way, I don't believe that either of these figures would let you down too much unless you're expecting to be able to do stop motion acrobatics with them, because they're not that posable. This guy right here, they would both be 10. Well, this guy would be a 10 and this one would be a 8. But they're both going to lose a point because of their lack of articulation. So you got a 9 and a 7, I think? Yes. I said 9, 10 and 8. Yeah, 9 and 7. So both of them recommended figures. Y'all, don't work too hard. Be good. Have a good day.